Welcome to VistaLakesTV.com, your online community resource center for up-to-date market information in the community that you live in and love. My name is Eric Mieles. Today is Wednesday, September 22nd. I can't believe it's September 22nd. This year's almost over. It's crazy. Anyway, I just want to do a quick recap like we always do. Go over what's changed in the market since yesterday. Update you on some of the price changes and some of the new activity, and then go into a new message, go into what I want to speak about today. So let's kick it off. There's one new listing so far. It's in Central Park. It's a 1-1, one of the studio units at 495 square feet. It is a bank-owned property. We spoke about bank-owned and RIOs before in past shows, and it's listed on the market for $23,900. Okay, so some of you investors out there, some of the renters right now that are looking to move into Vista Lakes, grab one of these units, $23,900, you can grab it at. Second category, back on the market. These are some properties that were taking off for whatever reason, and now they're back on and available to be sold. One on Covington Way. It's a 4-2, 2,130 square feet. And it's listed at $149,900, and it is a bank-owned RIO as well. Okay, Gentry Park, the townhome community in Vista Lakes, beautiful community, 3-2, 1,452 square feet, listed at $110,000, and it is a short sale. Okay, and again, we did address what a short sale is in a previous show. We will be going over and over because Again, I'm committed to information and education, and I know a lot of people need it. I speak to people, I ask them questions, and it's crazy because I know a lot of us are still in the dark. So that's the sort of the real message behind this show. And it also says, just so you know on that listing, that the BPO has been done. So any potential buyers out there looking to come into Vista Lakes and this particular home might be interesting to you. A BPO is basically, it stands for broker priced opinion, and we'll get into that in another show. But basically the bank has ordered a valuation to be done on this property, and they call it a broker price opinion so that they can get a third-party individual to go out to the property, inspect it, take pictures of it, determine the size of it, and see what type of value they're going to place on this property. They relate that information back to the bank, and now the bank has a clear understanding based on that BPO of what they feel the market value of that home is. They then can make adjustments, or they can either approve or deny the short sale request. Based on some of that information that comes in. So again, I want to get into BPOs at a later show because it's important. Okay, two more categories from yesterday's show. Expireds. There's one property that expired. What's an expired? An expired is basically a seller had their home listed with an agent, and they had a contract for a certain amount of time to market the property in the open market, so hopefully they can get a buyer and a contract. Well, when it goes expired, that contract basically expired. They're no longer contractually obligated with that real estate agent anymore. There's varying lengths of time depending on what the agent and you, the homeowner, sort of work out. But this property just came on the market as an expired. It's in the Amherst subdivision. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,610 square feet, and it was listed at $309,820. What's interesting about this is it is a straight sale, meaning that it's not a short sale, it's not a foreclosure. Maybe the seller is just looking to sell it for whatever reasons, but they're not in a distressed situation yet. I don't know their situation, I haven't talked to them. But they weren't able to, unfortunately, get a contract or sell this property in the allotted time. So I don't know what will come of it. I'll keep you informed, but it is expired currently right now. And last, to round it off, pending. There's two pendings, which means since yesterday a buyer came forth and put a contract on these two properties. Central Park again, one of the smaller studios, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath at 495 square feet. It was listed at $24,900, and it was on the market for 13 days. It was a Rio, it was a bank owned, and someone came forth and got a contract on it. So way to go, it's good. And Hastings Beach, there's a 4-2, 2,020 square feet for $129,800. It was a short sale and a contract, so it's currently pending. When it's pending status, it goes off of the active listings, and now they enter into their escrow period so that they can work out contingencies and hopefully come to a successful closing for the homeowner, for the buyer, for the agent, etc., etc. So anyway, that sort of finishes the list since yesterday's show on what's taking place. Today, real quick, I want to talk about the difference between a short sale and a Rio. We've covered what a short sale is. We've covered what a Rio is. Today I just want to talk about basically the simple difference. A short sale is a pre-foreclosure, meaning that the homeowner is in a distressful situation. Something may have happened. They may have lost a job. They may have gotten an illness, something that prevented them from paying their mortgage. And they've become in an insolvent position. They've basically asked the bank to forgive them for the debt that they owe them. So what's a short sale again? It's when the bank accepts less than the balance owed on the loan. Okay? And the bank gets shorted that amount, hence the word short sale. A short sale, though, it's important to know, and for prospective buyers in Vista Lakes, when you encounter a short sale, it's still owned legally by the homeowner. When you submit a contract to a short sale, the homeowner still reviews it, they sign off on it, and they accept that offer. When they accept that offer, you have a binding contract, and there's an executed contract on that piece of property. What takes place then is a whole packet is prepared and sent off to the lender for third-party approval, which is something you might see on all of these websites where you see these short sales. Third-party approval is the bank, and they have to make a determination whether they're going to approve the short sale or not. However, though, it's important to know that there is still a legal owner of this property, this dwelling, this home, and it is the homeowner, okay? Let's look at the other aspect, the Rio. I told you the Rio is real estate owned. The Rio already went through this whole pre-foreclosure process. It went up for auction at the courthouse, and nobody was the highest bidder, and the bank took it back. So the bank fully owns this piece of property now. They've put it back on the open market to sell it, and they are the legal owners of this property, and they're trying to get a buyer to come forward and buy it from them, okay? Another difference, which there's a lot, but the bank-owned property doesn't need third-party approval. They are the full owners, so they can typically close quick, 15 days, 30 days. So buyers who are looking to come into Vista Lakes and are looking to close on a piece of property extremely fast, bank owns sometimes help you do that. Short sales, on the other hand, which I know our community is filled with a lot of short sales, because you need that third-party approval, sometimes depending on how the process goes, or did you supply all the documentation necessary for them to really make a recommendation, it could take 3 months, 6 months, sometimes I've seen 9 months, unfortunately. So that's something to consider when you're in the market shopping for a home and what you're looking at. I know conventional wisdom is telling us foreclosure is deal, deal, deal. And again, I'll address this on another show. But you really have to identify what's going to be the best course of action for you. Your time needs, the type of property you're looking for, and you need to understand the differences between these categories, short sale and bank owned. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. I will be expanding on all of these topics depending on some of the questions or some of the concerns that you sort of bring forth to me. I'll also do shows based on that. Please feel free to contact me at any time. My email, my cell phone number is always on 407-383-2189. You can always contact me at any time of the day or email me. Have a great day. It's been a pleasure. VistaLakesTV.com.